Welcome to a new video. In this video we are going to talk about the top 10 garden hacks. If you are searching for this type of video, then you are at the right place. Let's get into the video. Spring has finally sprung, bringing with it the full-blown gardening season with all its joys and delights. Now we all know that gardening can be a rewarding and pleasant experience regardless of whether you are a novice gardener or an old pro. Whether you're cultivating flowers, herbs, vegetables, or all of these, gardening success can be extremely gratifying. But gardening can also be a bit intimidating, so if you're a beginner, here are some gardening hacks to help you along the way. And even those of you with years of gardening experience might benefit from some of these garden hacks, so let's get right into the meat of it and save you some time and money in the garden. 1. Self-watering wine bottle hack. Love red wine but have no use for those bottles you toss out once the delicious contents have been consumed? Well, now you do. It's probably a given that at least once a year, most likely in the summer, you are going to take a vacation to get away from it all and renew your energy. Of course, you're looking forward to it and you deserve it, but your plants are out there looking at you reproachfully. Who's going to water them while you're away? No problem. Just take your empty wine bottle, ideal because of its narrow neck, and thoroughly rinse it out. You don't want your plants getting tipsy while you are away. Actually, any glass bottle that has a narrow neck will do, but using a wine bottle just makes it look more exotic. Now fill the bottle with water. Then go over to your planter, find the center, and swiftly turn the bottle over and push the long neck deep into the soil. You need to be certain that the neck of the bottle is about several inches in the ground. So here comes the magic. The water in the bottle won't pour out all at once. Instead, it will continue to seep gradually into the soil over a period of several days, thus allowing the soil to remain evenly damp. Problem solved. 2. Pop bottle mini greenhouse. Nurturing some herb seedlings indoors before transplanting them, perhaps? You can watch them literally burst forth with growth by making a mini greenhouse using a mere pop bottle with the top cut off. Remove the cover for at least an hour a day, and avoid letting it remain in direct sun. If it should stay constantly steamy, then make a hole or two in the top. Warmth is good, but your seedlings don't need a sauna. 3. Milk jug watering can. These are excellent for watering seedlings that have just begun to sprout, seed trays, and even your houseplants. They are effortless to fill, pour, and carry about. Plus, you won't have to worry that they'll leak or drip all over the place like a watering can do. Another great thing about them is that you can specify the amount of spray required by using a larger or smaller needle to make the holes. Heat up the needle and begin making holes in the lid of the bottle. This is a simple and inexpensive idea because you only need a clean milk jug with a lid, a needle, and a lighter for heating up the needle. 4. Use saran wrap to protect tomato plants. Since tomatoes enjoy staying warm, when the wind blows and the temperature drops even a little, they really feel it. But all you have to do to keep them feeling nice and snug are to wrap saran wrap around the 2 bottom rungs of your tomato cage. This creates a greenhouse environment by keeping the heat inside and sheltering your plants from the wind. 5. Damp towel seed tester gardening hack. Don't just assume that your old packets of seeds are useless and toss them away. Test them first using this damp towel seed testing idea. Just take a paper towel dampened with warm water and lay some of the seeds on it. Fold the paper towel so that it covers the seeds. Continue to keep the towel damp for several days and check it to see if there are any sprouts. You might be surprised to discover that those old seeds that you were willing to give up on have some life left in them yet. 6. Foam peanut drainage hack. One of the drawbacks to gardening is those backbreakingly heavy outdoor planters loaded with potting soil that you need to move about. Seems like they get heavier every year, right? You can put an end to this struggle immediately with this gardening hack. There's a secret many gardeners aren't aware of. Your plants don't need all that soil. So have the weight by packing the bottom third to half of your planter with foam packing peanuts. Cover the peanuts with a piece of landscape cloth and use the rest of the space for your potting soil and plants. This will also help to improve drainage. Your back will thank you. 7. Old t-shirt watermelon slings. A good way to create space to grow watermelons in the garden is to train the vines to climb up a trellis. Once the watermelons start to bulge and become heavy, they will require some type of support to stay on the vines. This is accomplished easily enough by using old t-shirts to make a sling to safely hold them in place. 8. Coffee filters in potted plants. Placing coffee filters in the bottom of a potted plant will not only keep dirt in the pot and not falling onto people's heads if you have a hanging plant, but it will make transplanting your plant later on relatively simple. All you need to do is lift the filter out and the plant and soil remain in one piece, preventing a big mess that will have to be cleaned up. 9. Composting leftovers. Place the food that is left over and cluttering up your refrigerator into leftover takeout bags, then bury them right there in the garden beside the plants. Using this method will give you healthier, happier plants, eliminate waste, and aid the environment. The video below takes you through everything you need to know to be able to make nutrient-dense compost at home for free. 10. Vinegar for weeds. Unfortunately, weeds are an unavoidable part of gardening. Pulling them out can be a pain for your back and aggravating as you try to maneuver so that you don't uproot your plants as well. Bet you always thought it was just something you had to put up with doing to maintain your garden. Well, now you can solve the problem by giving them a good dose of vinegar. Yes, that's correct. Good old-fashioned vinegar will do the job.